Here?
Yes. That's all.
All right. Do this quick. So call this meeting of the Historic District Commission to order at 7 o'clock. And I'll see. What do I see?
Bonners, I don't know.
I was seated, I was
He
replaced.
took Bonnie's spot. He's a seated member now.
So I'm seated.
Oh, okay. All right, so Bonnie, bro.
But they resigned, so I see it for them, or am I just seeing?
Just see him and then she was a full member.
All right, so I'll see Goodrich as a full member and Ferguson as a full member. If anyone wants to read a copy of the hearing or the procedures, they're over there, otherwise I'll waive reading of them. Hold on, public notice, so we don't-
No, there's never nothing to read.
So then, I guess we'll just call the first, which is HTC 22-54, 42 Cliff Street, Michael Glassfeld. Skip that. HTC 22-57, 133 River Road, Advanced Group.
I was scheduled to be here last session, but I checked the website and it's always Wednesday night. I was waiting for Wednesday night, and that was Groton, Massachusetts. So, you can follow me on the. We're replacing existing windows. Oh,
Use yourself.
Hello, Donald. I work for Advanced Improvements. We are the contractor for window replacement at 131 published in Mystic. And yeah, it's up on the hill. There's nice to use. We're replacing their existing color windows, probably 30 years old. And it's still quality. So we're replacing 6 windows in the front and 4 in the back. And we're using marble elevate windows as replacements.
We've got around.
Got them all. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. It's just a 3 over 6 in the front. And the rear 2 windows are these basements. Right there. Side face.
So I think probably help you make this go quick.
Yeah.
Are any of the growth patterns different than the growth patterns? No. Are they simulated divided place with the grills on the glass or in between?
In the glass.
In between.
Yeah. The essentials don't come any other. I mean, elevators. The elevators really do come. Hold on.
I just don't see the order. So
I mean, order from the
well,
manufacturing.
I would prefer EMS simulated divided lights.
Yeah.
Instead of,
They are. She's very pure. I forgot.
I mean, it would be odd on that now.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Here's a line item right there.
That's the
Yep.
I just got the screen. So
This house sits way back from the street.
Right. And if I was the replacements aren't gonna be seen by the public.
But the Marvin Elevate series are the same windows that were in my house, so the grill is on the glass, not in between the windows. And then there's a spacer bar in the middle, so it really looks almost as good as you're gonna get to a true wooden window. That's gonna last.
Essentially, it's don't.
That's the G, yeah, which. Yeah. But if you're not changing the sizes, you're not changing the grill patterns.
There's one set of windows that don't fit in the frame.
Is there a little bit
The
larger
frame.
here?
The frame with more, basically more wood, so that
Yeah, some of the rear windows.
when you say you're talking west side.
It's west side. Faces the
The wall.
faces of the- yeah. Okay.
Exactly, right, I just wanted to fix that up. So it's not like the light.
Yeah, this is one.
Anyways, thank you, gentlemen.
It's
Clearly too hard,
Sorry.
clearly too hard.
I'm still doing that. Okay. My phone does very.
That's gotta.
Yeah. Any other comments? HTC 22-57 is closed.
You can ask for comment.
Comments for or against? No one's online, right? Should we continue HTC 22-54?
Can we?
Hi, can I just interrupt a sec? I'm sorry. I thought she'd be here by now, but Kristen Vaughn did email me to say that she was running late and that she would be here this evening. And that's the one I think that you're discussing right now, 42 Cliff Street.
Can we close, deliberate on his, and then
Open back up.
Sure.
Continue business and go back to.
So close the public hearing at 7:08. Deliberation. So HTC 22-57. Do you have any motions or comments?
Second.
So, all in favor? Goodrich?
I vote in favor. I think it's in keeping with what's there, so I'm the same problem with it.
I agree. I think the windows are fine.
For the same reasons I.
It's a like for like replacement, and they're improved the length of the house, and the length of the windows on the house, so I approve the house.
All right, so HTC 22-57 is approved unanimously. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good evening. I'm assuming we don't have any pre-apps.
What's the short and wants 2 seconds?
With that, you know the number here.
It's 2426.
2422.
All right, just,
Are there minutes we need to approve? Can we skip?
I was going to throw all this stuff, I'll just jump back there.
Yeah, okay.
Any public communications?
Yes, again, Andrea Cat CD is wondering what's going on with the fence. I know we've given, supposedly there's a letter that's gone out to her neighbor. All that there was a letter going out, they weren't sure if Ms. Cat CD was gonna be invited. I expressed that to her. She wants to be invited to listen and talk. Share with her, I appreciate that. Okay. I'm sorry.
That's a little bit I'd like to ask Commissioner about on the minutes.
Sure.
I emailed Linda, she was on the call, and as she shared with Peter. What I'm asking you really is for your advice on what to do with minutes, because I want to be a helpful cooperative person, I'm not trying to be a nitpicker.
Can I say something real quick so they know? So
Yeah.
Ed applied to be an alternate. He was approved by our party. Did they vote on you tonight?
I don't know.
Okay, so he was in front of the,
You guys don't have copies of the minutes with you, I don't know. what-
he was in front of the boards and personnel, so he's approved by the town council to become an alternate. So
So
I figured a little introduction.
you can,
Trying to find them.
oh, we could, yeah, I brought a copy, paper copy. to you. Or,
It'll be written, it'll be record.
that's-
It'll be the next minute.
Well, I'm looking for advice on the best way to handle even trivial corrections. And then also kind of a more general question.
It's up on it.
They fixed them already? Or
I don't
know how that works.
Was it concerned?
If you scroll down to the who seated for who. Right, oh, right there, Moriarty sat, Ferguson seated for null.
Instead of the
So
second
everybody knows
seat.
what was meant here, but.
What was your question? So there's two sats. There's a sat
It's a
that's the,
typo. It's a meaningless typo because everybody gets the meaning was the.
that I
That
was.
Ferguson was in and not was out, but it says sat and seated, right? So it's not correct English.
So here's my opinion. Peter, you can give it, I mean, it's a legal document at the end of the day, so I think having it correct, even though it may appear trivial, is not
Yeah.
trivial.
That's something,
This
yeah.
isn't true. Those aren't.
Yeah.
trivial.
Yeah, those are-
Well,
Those are.
It's pretty trivial.
I think it's pretty trivial and the
It's
reason.
very trivial and
I don't
you know, a
know.
lot of legislative, you look at a lot of legislation, a lot of times when that kind of thing happens, it's something that's legislatively. There's certain rules that just sort of say, well, I know what this means, so
Right.
I'm gonna strike. So we don't sweat all these. things. Yeah. I remember that. I remember that.
See, my reluctance to bring it up, and my feeling is that Linda does a great job on the minute. But a lot of times the discussion is pretty, controversial, and she summarized what you guys do, I think, really well. And this looks like I'm poking fun at it for a little, not fun.
No.
If
Being
there's,
critical, don't wanna.
I think it's really bad.
I don't.
Well, I don't feel bad about it, I think she does a great job, I don't want to put any.
I think if
On the
you,
other hand, I also don't know. I think I'm the only one that reads them. So I'm a little, and since the meetings are recorded.
Well, that's the reason that it's given out to all the members, that they vote on it to approve it, so they have a chance to read it at home, and I go through it, and they find an error, it's supposed to point it out. We do that with the planning and zoning, we go through it, we find little typo errors all the time. Wrong place.
I think if you find something as trivial to this, point it out. And if there's spelling error, or typo error, then we're all human. It's just-
All right, well, I don't want to look like I'm taking, I jumped in here because you have a little time and you're hoping for the other person to kind of call in.
I think if it's like arguing over the use of comma, then not so much, right?
Right.
That's an easy fix. It's just.
And I think everyone knows here what they mean, I think, there's, maybe not evil, but they have a professionalism.
Like Todd said, there's like an implied understanding, like no one would like overrule judgment we made because, or I said sat Ferguson seated. Like that's
Technically, one of the information that there should be the grammar bully.
I do that enough.
As a former teacher, I'll think that up. But no, I think
That's okay, so Linda, thanks for responding to my. I thought I'd write her email and fix kind of behind the scenes. She said, talk to Peter. and
They have to bring it up.
to bring up the meeting. So, but then I felt like, wow, that's, it seemed like. Thanks for your counsel.
well,
I'll
it
sit
would
back
if
in the gallery.
if you like went on for 15 minutes about it, that would make a big thing out of the little.
Oh,
The way you
okay.
handled it right now.
Okay.
If I just said, hey, there's that and see, you should fix it,
so we need to put some time in. It's also-
Right, no, it was fortuitous. I'm got my.
Hopefully she shows up at the public hearing.
Okay, any other public communications? So, approval of the minutes subject to the change in -1.
I make a motion to approve the minutes subject to these reports.
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
Aye. Aye. Motion's approved. Old business?
I guess one business I want to bring up, so I emailed Sarah, Tom and Rich Cody about this. And I brought it to put into the record, if you guys want to see it, we need to have 7 Water Street come back. We're not told about all the work that was done on the place last time, so our COA is not complete. I can read the email I sent today if you want, or you guys can just. I can hand this in, however you want to do it, but we need to tell Mr. Owens to get here with a proper complete COA, and I have all the photographs I took and everything, so.
Jared, look at it.
Sure you want to look at it?
Sure.
You see the letter I wrote? Sure, that's why I brought it.
Yeah,
Do you want me to read it, or you want to read it?
Sure. Dear Tom and Rich, as promised, here is the information on 7 Water Street. I will also be presenting hard copies and reading this into tonight's record, into the records to keep tonight's meeting. The majority of the changes were in the back, which was never approved originally because there was never any rear elevations. Even at the last meeting, someone asked for rear elevations and the architect said he had none. So I guess my question would be, does lack of rear elevations mean that whatever he's done is approved, or does it mean nothing is approved? It's a rhetorical question, as our handbook is clear on the matter. Back changes that are major is the patio wall, change of the stairs, and the wall that was added between the raised deck and the other staircase. There were windows removed from there and paneling put on. There were changes to the elevations on the rear roof as well as the enclosed structure roof. The reason the roof was raised was because the roof framing didn't work with the exterior of the walls at the height they were needed to accommodate the windows. There's also a bunch of exterior lighting that was added around the soffits and under the rear deck. There are can lights, they should have been approved too. The electrical was moved to the outside of the building, and the architect never drew anything on the original plans. I feel duty bound to remind you that this commission made Michael Hardesty remove 4 feet of his garage to allow his property owner to not be held to the same standards and arbitrary application of the standards, and I feel it puts the town in legal jeopardy. That being said, I will defer that question to the town attorney for his. These issues stop work order. Make the owner reapply for a new COA. Thank you.
Let me just say something about Hardesty. We never made Hardesty. Hardesty, we called Hardesty on the carpet because he had not built what he had said he was gonna build. And we then had, 3 meetings in which he had somebody come in. They tried to work out
Okay.
modifications, and then he just went ahead.
Okay.
But we never told him.
I wasn't here, so that's incorrect, and I retract that statement, that's my understanding.
Yeah, we were required.
Okay.
We were trying to work with him. And then he,
Okay, then I retract that statement as inaccurate, I apologize.
I do think though.
no, we approved something and he built something else.
And then we never. We never.
I use that as an example where I feel.
Yeah.
As I've said, maybe it's unfair, guys, I feel that. One guy, this is the yardstick, the next guy, this is the yardstick, the next guy, this is the yardstick, that didn't work for me. I think the yardsticks gotta be the same for everybody, no matter who you are, what your project is, residential, commercial.
I'm just trying to remember. So he got his garage approved. He then built a bigger garage. Someone then called him. We then called him back. He came back 3 times.
Is that consultant
Yeah.
designed by Eric? He's a builder. In-house design.
He came back 3 times trying to get the revised version approved. I think we voted no.
We never voted. He just stopped coming. And he went back and ripped it. We never actually voted, because he came back.
Yeah, except the builder was just getting tired of it. He just got frustrated.
They got-
I'm just gonna chop it down because with the knee walls on the top
Yeah.
were the problems. We just cut up the knee walls and drop the roof back down.
They got into it.
Yeah.
So
It's time was
Well,
big.
we voted for no.
No, we can check, but I don't. think so.
and again, I wasn't here for either of these, but then I'm gonna go, now you got a house across the street from him that stands 50 feet high, so I was 4 feet, keeping with the neighborhood, and we got this monster across the street, so. Again, it may be unfair, maybe I'll end up retracting that because I wasn't here for those meetings, but. As an outsider, it just seems like, why is 4 feet a problem, 50 feet isn't? Does that make sense, guys?
It's 50 feet.
Where is it?
The house that you can across, you can
That's
see any
on-
part of the stick, you're hanging one up in the
That's
air.
on the cliff.
I see it on the treadmill every morning when I'm in the line, it's there right at it.
We went back and forth. Some of us.
I mean,
voted no, some voted-
Yeah, that was up on top. Front.
But that house is over 40 feet. Base feet, which I mean, I remember making 40 at the time, right? That house was taller,
That was a 3-2 vote.
but it didn't pass.
Right.
So it doesn't- But I see your point, which is that.
The other issue with Hardesty was that he didn't build it to look like what he said it was.
Okay.
But then it was also in juxtaposition to his house.
Got it.
It was sitting right next to it.
But my point is, right now, you've got. I'm gonna put what Eric said once is, if we have a job, let's do it. If you don't want us, disband us, but to have people continue to do things unapproved. It just rubs me the wrong way. Come in and ask us for follow the process. You know, I'll use the example I use. If my parents are sick and I take off here and I bus past the police station 90 miles an hour, I'm gonna get pulled over, and the fact my parents are sick is not an excuse for me to get a ticket. It's the same thing. These guys know they're in the historic district. They know what the rules are. Come in and get it pre-approved. That's it. It's a very easy thing. There's no reason not to do it. I second, I agree.
Well, I'm not sure we should just wait around forever for Kristen.
Well, you still got the business.
Oh, we do? Okay.
So do you want to just end it? for a bit?
So I'm not sure, the audio is not that good. Did you make a motion? I heard a second.
No,
No,
you heard
no,
me.
I said, yeah, I second the thought that you shouldn't do something. Sorry, bad choice of words.
Right, no,
No motion.
there was no motion. And
Okay, great.
It's basically gonna be the time to look into.
Yeah, I've already emailed to him and Rich, but I figured that way everybody else was aware. I wanted it.
Hold up, Ms. Vaughn.
Oh.
You know.
You're late.
Does that surprise anyone who knows me? No, but I sent,
Yeah,
oh,
We
really?
know, we've been waiting around for you, Kristen.
Oh, stop it.
yeah.
Oh, come on, you didn't have to do that.
No.
Well, thank you, and for sitting around.
You have to reopen. So reopen with public hearing at 7:25. And call HTC 22-.
Hi. The record was Kristen Vaughn, and I did send Linda an email.
Oh, yes.
That's fine.
That's what it's-
So I want to do something very controversial. This is my house.
You just had to-
No.
you had it perfect.
Wow. This- we did- This is so hilarious. Okay, this is my subcompact car. And what I want to do is I want to put cobblestones across this area. Currently, it has gravel and a lot of weeds. So. No. Okay,
Like
That's
looking in the mirror.
I know, it's but like,
Opposite of the body tell.
it's like tweezering your eyebrows, one of those weird mirrors, okay, but none of you know anything about that. So, This is the front of my house. This is, whatever street that is, that's Clint. This is Pearl. So, this is that, the slightly gray area is where I would like to put in the cobblestones. And currently what I have, up Clint Street is my garage.
Just to kind of, do we even need to vote on this? Because it's not over 18 inches tall, it's not a driveway. It's just landscape.
It's more than 9 feet wide.
Yeah. Because it's wide, not deep.
How wide is it?
30 something.
It's not too deep, right?
No, it varies. It goes from about 4 feet to about 7. Because my house isn't exactly parallel to the street.
But when we consider this from the street to the side, that's the driveway, not the.
It's not a drive.
It's far, far.
Right, but
And the driveway's entering the property.
So
This is the problem.
No, like the driveway's, no driveway, driveway.
There's a driveway going this way.
if this is the house, right, and here's the street. And the car is parked like this, wouldn't this constitute the width of the driveway and under what feet?
It's the width.
Okay.
So, as I remember it by the letter of, because believe me, I didn't want to keep you guys here tonight or even have to show up in my sweaty overclothes, but I was like, by the letter of the law, this is actually something you guys.
I appreciate that.
So those cobblestones there, Chris, those
Yeah.
are existing?
Those are existing up Cliff Street as the apron to my driveway. And it's the same, that's the same treatment that I'd like to do. This one.
Same looking cobblestones.
Yeah. It's antique, which is hilarious. You think about that, stone is stone, all stone is antique, it's real stone. These are antique stones. But they're not, they're cut new. They're cut new. Old, real antique, new antique.
New
stones.
400-year-old stones.
So your new cobblestones are gonna run into and abut those, your apron,
That was my question.
or no?
No,
There's gonna be a gap.
oh, good, you have something useful. No, where I'm putting the. Oh,
You want this one? Want this one?
this makes me feel like I've been sniffing glue, can I say that? Okay, because there's also a lag, a time delay, which is very disturbing. Okay,
You want this one instead?
no, I don't, actually, thank you though. So. This is my frontage right here, and this is where I want to put the cobblestones, right? My garage is actually significantly up the hill, it's up here on Cliff Street. So from this point, and this is the existing apron, like, right? From this point to this point, it's landscaping. In between my fingers is landscaping. From this point to this point, approximately, is where I want to put the cobblestones.
You said it's roughly 30 by 40, 30 by 4. 30.
Yeah, so at this end, the space between Cliff Street and I have granite, I have a wrought iron fence. In between the granite that's underneath that wrought iron fence and the street. Over here is closer to like 4 feet, right? And towards here, it gets wider.
Yeah, but you're gonna fill the space between the granite underneath the fence and the granite curb.
The granite underneath the wrought iron fence and the curb that the street guys put in.
Right.
I'm gonna fill it.
So is that considered a sidewalk?
There is no sidewalk there, no.
That's what it is.
Is that
I
town
don't think it's.
right away property or is that hers?
It's your property.
Yeah.
Most.
There's a-
It's gone on from town property.
That's.
That's We don't have it.
Yeah.
Let's just vote on a good cover. But I know, I hear what you're saying.
Right, it's fine here.
I know,
What's that?
I appreciate given what I
No
just said.
citizen coming in with an application and now they complain about they don't want to see it.
Right. Kristen, had their GIS. I had their.
That's true.
I'm all set with that. Or do anything else? Thanks for.
Yeah, my pleasure.
HTC 22-54 is closed. We'll close the public hearing.
Anybody in the audience?
Added to it.
Oh, and you want to like get it tight?
I like those cobblestones. Cobblestone sidewalk, I've heard.
Sure. Yeah.
No comments against or for, so we'll
Right.
close.
Really hoping for something.
Would you like me to come up with something like question about, complain about?
Do it.
Are they uniform? Are they-
What shade of gray are your cobblestones?
Exactly. That's the other.
Can I get the exact dimensions? Are they gray? Each and every cobblestone, yes.
Close the public hearing at 7:32. We have any comments or motions?
I make a motion to approve.
A second. All in favor?
Goodrich, I think it's in keeping with the neighborhood and the existing, the cobblestones. we can look at.
Yeah, I agree with John Johnson. No, it's not vote aye.
I don't think you need to be here, but I vote aye. 'Cause I think it's gonna be a nice improvement. Homes and just.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, they improvement to what is gravel.
Right? It's gonna look a little bit better than like. Showed.
Approved unanimously.
Pending measurements of every single cobblestone.
Right.
So, not that. I guess I should ask this earlier. Is there any materials list?
She said they have a maximum. one year.
Yeah.
Okay, I just didn't know, again, I'm just,
No, I got it. I got it.
I know,
So funny enough, Bill, I was thinking the same thing. We wrote. that we
I
should
don't- and again, even if you did.
In general,
Okay. Gotcha.
like when I was saying. Starting less. This would be sufficient.
Sufficient, okay. And I'm personally fine with that, I just, we
Yeah.
just had a very, what I felt healthy discussion about, you know, being consistent.
Yeah.
Following what the bylaw.
Yeah.
Tell us about the order, we make people who are doing instructions, so. Materials, and notes that.
Right.
Applicable.
I think we just need to be careful where there could be like ambiguities, like a type of window. Like whatever. I think if someone's gonna match like wood trim for wood trim, I personally don't care if it's pine or Douglas fir or mahogany. Or
Exactly.
if they're gonna bore.
As opposed to when Kristen's out. you could do this.
I have a question. If I may. Who among you are design professionals? You're not, my friends.
I'm not, I never said I was.
Nope, I know you didn't. Builder.
I got a degree in art history and preservation,
Oh, nice. What is your area of expertise in art history?
Dutch 16th century, Rembrandt,
That is very specific.
very.
Well played.
Civil War major and fundraiser.
Tax.
Oh, really? You've been over law school?
No, I spent 10 years. When I came back here. But passion for
Yeah. Got it. Do you live in the neighborhood?
Woodland Street.
Okay, okay. Thanks, Abby. Oh, Kristen.
Hey,
Nice to meet you.
you used to be one of these commissioners.
Oh, was I on this?
Oh, yeah. Many years ago.
Was she somebody I would like to? Yeah.
She was a pain.
Sounds like I liked her.
I was the one who recommended she be appointed.
What's that?
I was one who recommended that she be appointed.
Obviously, why?
Yes, I was.
Sergeant. Oh, thank you. 12 years. You've been doing this.
Yeah, Chris was on, but Chris is on.
Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, and that's the only reason why I came. I was like, I know.
Well, we just made someone who did renovations to their driveway, change their driveway. Good that you.
Hey, did you bag the guy on Pearl Street who put up a shitty aluminum fence? Same guy who came in and put came in like Labor Day Friday, submitted an application to put in sun skylights. It's like 3 doors down. the street. And then by the time Tuesday rolled around, skylights were already in. They're still in. Yeah, if you put up like a 30 times the entrance.
Sure. Where?
Maybe
Before you?
after me going away from town, so it's probably like, 30 more.
We did send out.
I live on River Road, so I'll drive by on the way home and check it
Oh,
out.
you
Thank you
go
for the
right,
tip, yeah.
That was.
I mean, I don't blame them, everybody's dog. But it's like, oh. Looks like an interesting things, so. No, but the neighborhood looks good. It's busy. Busy. Love that garage on what street is it? Over in the tangle of roads about.
The trail.
Yeah, the gray one with the bay in the middle.
It's the old New London road.
Yeah, it was.
Is that Old New London Road? That was great. I'm jealous. It's really so.
Yeah, they go right up the hill from Water Street. If you go up the angle road, you know, it's on the left. Right there. It's
Oh, yeah,
it's the intersection.
voted on.
The intersection with High Street. Is that High Street?
I love that house, that garage, beautiful.
Yeah, plans to complete everything.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Their architects also both are one.
Cool.
She's the one who says that she can get her UPS deliveries right from the truck window because her house is way.
That's right. Just open.
Yeah.
Says she reaches out her kitchen window. And car.
Yeah, so none of you guys are riding bicycles, do you? You're not like part of that. Are you part of cyclist crew who goes by my house?
No, I mean, I was riding my bike, but I'm like hardcore.
I'm still, I don't think anybody knows how loud they are. And like, when I entrance, I'm in there, I'm like, I don't care what your business is. I mean, no, you can hear me.
The cattle coming on Stampede.
Yeah, so I'm really. Yeah, it's tight up there for sure, but that garage is beautiful. That's a lot of space, and there's another carriage house going up somewhere, just like.
On the high street.
That's on
That's the corner of the Four Gables.
Four Gables, yeah, that looks really nice, yeah. Who's doing that? Not here.
It was not Piers.
Oh, it was still Birchie?
No, it was Bill Burgess did the accessory house.
That's right.
No, it was some. We have vacancies on.
No.
I think that's his nose probably came up very polite though.
Thank you. No. Yeah, okay, well, thank you so much for waiting, I'm really sorry. I was kind of hoping. it was Like a lot of people.
Well, we've had some extended meetings recently. But it's so short. Matter of fact, this is going to be a record short meeting until you came.
Well, great, well, thank you for your service, appreciate it, appreciate it. And, let's say hi to Linda for me. Yeah, thanks so much. Nice to meet you, Tom. All right, all my stuff.
So you had old business or you had new business?
You had new business.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring up, I wanted to bring the next, we're gonna be short staffed the next 2 to 4 meetings. So I was hoping to have all applicants go pre-application. Instead of us submitting. So basically, anyone who's coming in, we give it a free application period for the next 2 to 4 weeks.
Because
Linda's gonna be out for about a month and a half.
So there won't be any voting or anything?
No, it saves us the extra couple weeks for public hearings. So we won't have to write the public hearing at the next meeting, the next meeting after that, we have to do the public hearing. Because we free application.
So if I file something tomorrow, I wouldn't be able to go for the hearing.
You'd be going for free application.
But then I could go to.
Correct. It just gives us an extra 2 weeks.
If there's anything that's like minor, could you put it through if someone's just trying to like.
Change the light.
Gary's trying to put a vent this big and nothing's doing it.
Well,
We would try.
Yeah,
Leave it at that.
yeah. Let's see how it goes. Okay, let's see how.
Business.
I don't know if this is the appropriate time. I know our chairman has resigned. Is it now the proper time to appoint a chairman to the official?
If you want to fill it up. Oh,
fill out the commission, the members.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll keep doing this for a minute, you know, it's gonna be quick, you know, mine's gonna go,
I think you need the reappointments, appointments done from the current chair, which is what we're talking about.
So it's
Which
like,
we re-vote on the chair for the position of January. So we'll just be doing it for 2 months.
it took 2 months then in January.
And that way someone can do it.
Over here, 2 months.
Well, you said Ted was approved.
Well, Ted was
No.
they had, so,
Oh, you were approved by the initial review. So-
Right. well, no, he was approved, he went, so a political party did approve him, we did. And now he's gotta go to, I think they made, did they, I don't think, I'll find out if they voted on you tonight. Did
Because
not.
they want to handle.
Got it.
Reappointment first.
Got it.
next time, and then handle the other.
So he's a month, to 6 weeks out then.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they don't want to act on anyone else until they get chair, current chairs.
Fortunately, stand on the law like for a night.
Well, Max and Don are on.
Oh, no, I'm saying in applications in general. It's.
Oh,
right now. We're gonna stay on law for a little while. So after the holidays, maybe.
I'm okay with it if you want to. Do that for till now.
Yeah, I like to make a motion and keep Eric's the vice chair, can we make him the interim chair till the January, how much I like to make a
I'm
motion.
sure the natural progression. Chair.
It's. Your secretary.
Vice chair, vice chair.
Would have to be regular.
Right.
So it would have to be done.
Yeah.
Max is an alternate.
I make a motion to,
Not to,
Hi, sorry to interrupt again. You may just want to double check with the other planning staff just to see what's been done in other commissions venues when this occurs. Just a thought.
My only
session.
You continue to the next, we'll get a definite answer, you continue to the next meeting.
yeah, but I think,
you can't move on.
right, I think the issue is that boards and appointments won't move on anybody else until there's a chair. So it's gonna stop us from the commission, that's,
Is that the case?
that's what they said tonight, yes, that's what, Chairperson Baumgartner said tonight.
I don't mind voting on it, and then if you find there's a reason why, we'll just re-vote on it next time. So. You're making.
The good as chair, Don as vice chair, you as secretary until the official elections interim in January or until we find otherwise.
It's subject to, there's some.
Subject to, there's something we're not following. I don't see, you got continuity, you're trying to get some sort of continuity.
A second. It's all to.
I,
Very unanimously.
I know, myself tripping.
Yeah, except we don't have one.
so I'll give you his 75 cents back for reimbursement, but I gotta wait till the do the one change, okay?
Isn't the sewing machine still your money out there?
Yes, it did, but I've written it off.
It's not that.
It's a couple bucks. Had 225 for water.
Is there anything else?
I think that's it.
So even though we don't need a motion to adjourn, make the motion to adjourn.
So really quickly though, then could you send me the forms that I would need to fill out? Maybe alternate, move them to cover,
Yeah, I'll look into that, because that's definitely gonna get us now.
and then also I'll file like a recommendation of what it is. And maybe another person.
So I don't think Ted needs anything, because Ted, that's a different process, so. Ted's unaffiliated, so if your Republican Party says yes or no, if you're Democrat, the Democratic Party says no, if you're unaffiliated, then either party can say yes or no. He's already been approved by the Republican Party, so he's just,
Is that what they were saying? I feel about the current chair? No, that's just for the alternate.
The alternates, correct. Yeah.
So my question is this, last week, I was appointed, or seat, I thought I was appointed, I was only seated according to the minutes, that, so I thought I was now a permanent.
No. So that was what they were talking about tonight,
Oh,
which is they're not moving anyone from alternate to vacancies, which we now have two.
Right.
Until,
January.
no, until.
so the way is the chairman has to do that,
Okay.
so until we have a chairperson, that can't happen. So that's why I made the motion to make a chairperson, so that person can, otherwise we're stuck in purgatory.
Because they didn't want to act on Sarah's recommendation, because Sarah's no chair.
So then, now as the acting chair, he can approve the paper, which gets the machine rolling again.
Unless you.
Unless we find it.
It's a wash.
Yeah.
Did you say goodnight, Gracie?
Motion to adjourn or adjourn.
If you're in. Let me get the read.